all that hope can go somewhere, because FUT and no slouches again made it to Shanghai, looked solid. And already into this one, NAVI on the attack, and ardiis very isolated. Fortunately, the rest of NAVI appear through the smoke and they overwhelm. Very well done by NAVI to finally kind of back him up in that situation, moving qRaxs away towards heaven, leaving just cNed alive in a 1v3. HP is low, and he's been given...
They played earlier this week.
Wasn't I saying boo with just a sheriff? It's AtaKaptan with just a classic, but it doesn't go that back up now. So what does cNed do with this? Can actually sit towards hell this time. Not going to come in. Does get caught. So they know he's here. Should be process of elimination quite quickly, but that's a sharp shot. And oh, he's got another cNed. No, not again. Oh dear. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's 2v2. This is still not great, but I keep saying, surely now they'll be okay. Knife back in hand as well for qRaxs too. Does have his nade as well, but they're just going to try and swing this together. I think ardiis is on for this one. And there's yetujey trying to find his way around, give himself the best opportunity possible. They've done a... Yeah, that does seem the case. So, NAVI stabilized with 2 alive, 2 around the corner, spots 3. They know what's coming in. Paranoia's perfect. Lovely. Going to force them to pull away from the angle, and it's game on. Now, this is the value. Got to see it. ardiis is sitting on the full armor though, so again, oh, that's not ideal, but AtaKaptan gonna bail them out with 2. Cleared in the end is cNed, but the rest are here. The cavalry's arrived and FUT have players on the side. Now starting to come across, and you can see that consideration starting to tick through towards FUT. They've already got cNed getting a little bit closer, and it's really on AtaKaptan to try and buy some time. Ideally, get a body or 2, but it's gonna be difficult. Gonna smoke off his left to allow him to focus on the right. He's got cNed there as well, who's gonna get 1. A fair fight on the second, but outdone by Shao. Sight's now there, NAVI fighting up a little, uphill, but sure, they've got the sight now. Should be able to get a plant. Wait and see that cross through in the hands of Zyppan. And that's going to be going down. So 4v3. HP very low on Shao, however.
It's a very different look from NAVI this round. Choosing to go super fast there. It's all down to this. If FUT decide to go for this, it can be very consequential.
One suppressed.
yetujey just about making it over towards Tree. Slow and steady progress. It's going to be down to the wire if they do go. Yeah, Flash is fantastic. Fully eats it, Shao. But the trade, again, the numbers looking really good. yetujey breaking in, however, is going to put them on red alert. Angel forced to fight and forced to die, now leaving just 1 alive. SUYGETSU! He's going to have it towards this. Just about. Oh, well. Yeah, run out in the end. So going to take a little bit of damage and isolated. Really good stall there as well. yetujey kind of isolating him. No one able to follow him up, so doesn't get the approach they wanted. Zyppan, however, does connect. Now it's yetujey back to the site, feeling a little uncomfortable. TP, I mean, it got committed to, but this is just SUYGETSU in a 1v2. AtaKaptan dipped out of there in the end. What does he do with this? 50 seconds. He's got the information. He's desperate one of these players would outplay or overplay their hand. That could have been disastrous, but with 15 HP now, the gap is closing. The chances becoming less and less. FUT as well. NAVI investing the Blade Storm just a moment ago. cNed gone, who was such a big propeller forward for them. Oh, that's maybe not expecting NAVI so close up, but still caught off guard and an opportunity gained for NAVI. Sight already starting to be tested too. You're going to have a player on sight, and well, SUYGETSU gets taken away pretty swiftly. Just falling aware that maybe someone slipped the net. ardiis has got himself a chance here. But they seem very conscious of the fact that they have not had eyes on the site. Plant now coming in. NAVI, what are you going to do with this?
They need a plan to disrupt this Killjoy ultimate. It's going to be at heaven, which means it doesn't get all the way into A main. But ardiis might choose to sit and tank it at the very last second.
This is tough. Have to fall off. And he actually gets caught by it too. Okay, that's not great.
Closed.
And yeah, one of the other players just got cut off as well from short. That's Shao removed from this. What can stop the diffuser? Spam through the smoke is the best they can hope for. Shao finally comes in. ardiis as well. And well, the diffuse the whole time through. I mean, he's going to be reeling after that one. Has fallen. Tries to outstay his welcome. And Angel does do well. Cracks open at least the first couple of steps here. Going to force AtaKaptan to invest the paranoia. Trying to play back in cNed. Does not get what he wants. 1 dart left, and now he's a little screwed here. What the hell are you meant to do with this? Oh, okay, Zyppan. Nice little pop flash. AtaKaptan on the site is nasty, though. Don't forget about this man. Even takes a second glance back. NAVI getting a lot of success here, though, but still not really committing.
30 seconds left.
Suppressing.
AtaKaptan staying alive means that when NAVI actually decide to commit to A, if they play anyone in main, they're going to get smoked off. NAVI need to play this post plant to perfection. They need to make sure they understand where they're going to fight once that retake starts coming in.
I'm getting nervous down to 10, but they should get the plant here. I don't think anything's going to stop it.
Left.
I mean, AtaKaptan's close. Yeah, they get, okay, 2 towards hell, and the first fight happens. Angel's done nicely, traded out in the end by qRaxs though. Not got the connection he wanted perfectly towards Shao, so it's on yetujey. A 1v3. The guy's good, but this is asking a lot. He's going to know at least 2 now, knowing where the Cypher is. Going to know there's one towards hell. Not clean enough. NAVI.
Perfectly hit from it, so they're not going to expect it here.
Huge, huge first pick.
Shao has 2 smokes though.
To hold on the other side, you've got, yeah, MrFaliN still has his dart. qRaxs has a flash, but cNed's here.
30 seconds left.
It's a bit of a gamble. You're kind of gambling blind. Still paranoid about middle, but it is all direct approach. That's enough scene. They should be ringing the alarm bells. Flash goes in, and the stall comes out. But FUT back to the wall. Just about evading the flash, isolates fight, doesn't hit it, but qRaxs does. There's still some fight in them yet. There's still some players back here. MrFaliN, one of them. 10 seconds, and here comes AtaKaptan. 8 seconds now. Plant's got to come in, and it does. NAVI getting a little bit of safety here. Just a classic with AtaKaptan. Maybe a res could be toyed with. No, not going to get it. Okay, 2v2. yetujey does have a Guardian, so a little bit more firepower to lean into. A little bit of his kit back as well. Might be able to use some of that, but as it stands, the paranoia give me the go signal. Baits out the... Oh, they're going to get at least one invested. Paranoia gone in. ardiis going to step further forward, looking for that second man in here. AtaKaptan going to deal with the first man. Good follow from Angel, and that's the second layer to NAVI, exceeding expectation. AtaKaptan does eventually get removed. Angel doing well to sweep site here. qRaxs and yetujey, good quick rotations. Damn good shot, but now a 2v2 as Zyppan still on the knees. Pop flash quick. Up again, but only for a second. And yetujey lines up on the other side of the map. You highlighted it. Already seen the exploration. Oh, cNed, that's a bold play, but it works out. Takes away Angel. And again, it's all indicators still looking like it's going to be this B piece, and especially with the amount of space taken.
What did you do?
How did he forget that that was open? He was in the middle of no man's land. He's given them a chance back into this round now.
I know exactly where.
They're going to go towards the site here.
So many players on the defense on the site, though. This is going to be hard. It's like 4 knocks.
Yeah, here we go. So the dash comes in. ardiis going to try and break that line of sight. Perfectly coupled with the flash. NAVI systematically sweeping the site so well. AtaKaptan's got the flank here, but ardiis succeeds as well. Takes out MrFaliN, leaving it in a 1v3. Need this clean. He's not going to get it clean either. They're not going to give him that fair fight. You've got a firing squad waiting down there. So many potential threats. Even a flash still with Zyppan.
Cover going out.
They try and smoke off some of these approaches, give himself the best chance possible. You can see it from his perspective. No one's giving him anything, expecting maybe a high-low setup. Do as I say and not as I do, but already AtaKaptan's had enough of how this has been going. The paranoia's in, he's taking the TP. You can see the pressure from both sides. NAVI now know what's going on. They've got a fight on their hands, and FUT want to just bring it to him. This is a dangerous game because NAVI are hitting the shots already 2 back-to-back, and it looks like it's falling to pieces here. FUT looking a little lost for answers, but if I'm maybe mistaken, I haven't seen a timeout for them, and ardiis just being fed kills. They'll be happy with this. God, I thought that was on the money. It wasn't. qRaxs was, though. Now qRaxs and cNed, well, we asked him to hit some shots. I believe this would be the time to do so.
If Angel ends the half and he still hasn't used this since around like 4, I'm going to actually say some words.
I'd love to see you try and say anything to Angel. He will break you. cNed, come on. This is the time, right? This is the time. You've got knife for qRaxs as well, but they're right around that corner.
Last player standing.
Well, that's a problem. Oh! You know, wasn't really hitting how they'd want. To this, there's a totally different, a beautiful high flash. As ardiis swings out, it was actually Shao to find a lot of it, but it's not just the 2 of them. It's a whole team effort. Everyone's crunching in towards this, leaving just MrFaliN with almost nowhere to back to. They've got the spike, they've got mid, they've got everything they wanted.
You almost sound surprised there when you say it, like a full team effort. What, NAVI? We're seeing a completely different version of them than we saw earlier today, but I mean, here we go, that's a start for them.
And that's, they certainly did, which probably wasn't the ideal way to go, but apparently NAVI are doubling down on this. They're gonna keep fighting. Now coming into the bonus for them, they still have a couple of the rifles, and it feels like they're just kind of rolling the dice and seeing what happens, and cNed's farming. So it felt like they had all of that going right for them until now.
2 versus 4, Navi. Marshall still up on ardiis, and I think he's trying to look to upgrade his weapon. I mean, to the Bulldog, I don't even consider this much of an upgrade. If you got a Vandal there, different story, but Navi gamble stacking towards the B area. This could actually play out in their favor. If they're able to get a couple of people running in with the trap wires or anything like that, no smokes up. AtaKaptan was the one that fell. He's going for the flank, but there's no smokes. They could kill him on the cross.
Cage trick.
yetujey only with one. And it wasn't yetujey who fell, so ardiis, I mean, the flank was out of question, and a nice shot from cNed.
Force B and help that Cypher. Navi hasn't left, though.
No, they haven't, and they just re-cleared middle to a decent extent, so they can be pretty hell-bent on holding this A main push-up. This is getting a little worrying here. Where's the entry? Where's the way forward? They're not finding any safety in this, and Shao still waiting patiently. Perfectly timed, at least for one, but he gets traded out. qRaxs still alive, and a 2v2. With 10 seconds or so on the board, it is a little low, but nothing can deny this now. Now that is some rotten positioning. SUYGETSU is going to get some nice timing. A double stack towards hell, though.
No dart for 15 seconds.
He's got his cam. Maybe he wants to give it a crack to see if he can spot someone out here. But again, how's he playing with Angel on this? Whose Angel is progressing down at least towards those first couple of breaks. He knows what this is. They've got a really good idea on it. And the timing on the swing, they've got both of them out.
I think it's too late.
You think so? Yeah.
Yeah.
So qRaxs going to just be going in on this one. Angel trying to run away, trying to get out of danger. Shao's actually been tagged. Oh dear, this could be a disaster. Did he just almost run into both of them there? MrFaliN's found Angel and yetujey on the follow-up. The site looking vulnerable. Shao desperate to try and hold on, but he's overwhelmed. The sea of the FUT players just crashing down. I wonder if we're going to see a timeout potentially here. It's perfect. SUYGETSU trying to help him out here. ardiis does connect.
And that smoke's down too, so now Navi should be playing understanding. There's no smokes. We can have crossfires. We don't have to play standard anymore.
Shao slipping closer. This is unexpected. yetujey, diligent and clean enough. Did do good damage down to 17. It is a lesser buy, but this is ardiis now put under so much scrutiny and pressure. cNed seems very aware, had the better angle. Must have noticed him trying to adjust there. Not sure if ardiis just didn't think that there was anyone close enough to notice it. Zyppan, yes, he's been good with that Sheriff, but not this round. Angel has picked up the operator. There's still that rifle.
From market, there's all these angles. Roadhouse, you could play like right under lane. You could play close to B main if your teammates are doubled up in mid still. Like, there's so many options, but you choose to get close into main. I think that forces ardiis
kind of showing their hand early here. They have seen ardiis. Now, anything to handle that lockdown. Looks like at least Zyppan's going to give it a damn go. And should do it. It does. So now he's popped his ult as well, so this is really stalling. Now, was this a direct thing they wanted to try out here? But they're already looking for a new route here, FUT. FUT trying to maybe carve a new path, but this does play in ardiis a little bit more, but now pressure split through. 3 through middle, 2 through main, and a 1v1. cNed wins it this time. Starting to maybe warm into the match, but the information's been found. Navi slipped back to site. They're being surrounded, they have to somewhat respect it. Let's see what the setup looks like. The SUYGETSU get some value out of this. Difficult for sure for cNed, but he's managed to make it perfectly fine so far. And Zyppan does get teed up. yetujey goes down, underhand flash, gives him at least a second chance of life here. An audacious cross, and they find a fair fight. They've spotted some more here. How are they still alive? How have they not been cleared? Individually, they try and fight, and they've fallen. It's just Shao now. They've made this possible. But the time...
Is he going to take the 1v1 on site?
He's going to be... Oh, I thought he might try and slip down lane there. No, he's going to shut the door. Try and find the 1v1, but look at cNed's timing on this. I quite like it. But you might read it. Does Shao even consider it? He absolutely does. He at least finds the shot. And now the 1v1, Mr. Fallen finds him.
Trust the fact that his Molotov was going to break that killjoy lockdown. But here, yeah, this fight was crazy at the back of the site with like all the, you know, in and out, like whack-a-mole, the flash and everything.
Does get to stick around. Okay, cNed. Yeah, fair enough. He's gone down. That's from Zyppan too, so maybe wondering where ardiis is here. Deep smoke goes up, isolating ardiis, but they don't have any clue at all. Yeah, completely none the wiser. Drifting in a freebie for ardiis then.
Now you have to convert this. So Shao, how are you going to play this? ardiis gets out, plays his life.
I think Angel's considering that too. They can't let anyone have a, you know, an easy path forward or an isolated fight. So Angel trying to complement the touch hit. Oh.
Cover going out.
What you're wanting. Shao's in
And
trouble now.
Shao-
It's not. It's at best. You maybe catch one and pray for a TP, but now they've made it back to a decent scenario. Luckily, ardiis has bailed them out from a 3v3. Now a 2v3 with Zyppan, ardiis, and SUYGETSU. Information's there. TP's taking the tour. Has a quick look behind, spots nothing. Maybe going to consider SUYGETSU's rotation now. Over towards Tree.
One flash.
Zyppan's got a lot of util as well on the other side here. Paranoia still without a captain, so a little bit of a spread on either side. What do they go for? Gonna flash him in. ardiis gonna take a little bit of damage, but he finds the fight. Catching out a captain when he went, that has broken the trend. The scoreline's still close enough from that first half. They are sat at 11-10. Angel posting this.
Maybe that's why he didn't use it in the first half.
Perhaps. Hello. NAVI just taking a walk. FUT gonna be happy enough to greet that. They've picked up the pace of little Zyppan. Stunning shots. Still, if ardiis is alive, there's still a chance.
And ardiis has great timing as well on this flank. I don't know if they're going to expect him. If Zyppan goes back to heaven now and makes a little bit of pressure there, it might beat it for him.
Oh, the chance. Oh, he couldn't quite get it that time. qRaxs bests him. And Zyppan's position was noted earlier on, so they've got to have an idea of where he's around, and they seem very aware of this. Yeah, that's going to seal it.
Yeah.
Zyppan this time.
Zyppan, you just saw them close middle?
Oh god, the timing is egregious, and he's gone. He got caught trying to pop the ult, now AtaKaptan chomping at the bit. They're just around that corner. Maybe a quick res could come in here. Yeah, indeed it has, but Shao gonna isolate AtaKaptan, slowed them down on the way towards side, but qRaxs still stands. Does not expect SUYGETSU playing from up in heaven. And now a scramble on the site, but it's working out. NAVI holding on to the threads of this round. Leaving yetujey. The 1v4. Quick little upgrade found as well for Angel. ardiis, everyone now sitting in a much better situation. Zyppan is on the case. This is his angle to watch, and yetujey has to give it a damn good go. That's the first good step. Gets to stay alive, spots out another player. Doesn't take too much damage, but the time was dwindling. Oh my god, he's gonna be flashed by Zyppan. The timing here. Angel, you gotta make this work, and he doesn't. He doesn't.
He hesitated.
30 seconds left.
I don't know what really caused him to turn his eyes away there from that. Just pause for thought. Shao, does he get to save them again? Last time he was the hero. This time he falls. Walking towards rubble. This is just a straight up brawl here. And they're going to commit. Mr. Fallen's found Shao. I'd be surprised if they back away, but they are trying to temper the aggression a little bit. ardiis almost with a catch there onto the follow-up. Paranoia posted to try and delay some of that further aggression. But still, blood drawn on either side.
Drone still available for Angel.
Okay. Pop that through. That's going to allow ardiis to step in.
No smokes. They should run through. I don't think they can just sit here in sight. They need to go and commit through to C or something.
Yeah, I think you're on the same page. yetujey's position worries me, though, because that cuts off Angel, and it makes it a little bit more uncomfortable. They should get a plant, I feel, but beyond that, it's going to be a very tough post-plant hold. Zyppan still has a little bit of kit. You can see that. Still curious if there is a lurk posted somewhere or someone's not quite with them, but we know that NAVI have all players on side. It's Zyppan and ardiis actually getting proactive. A valid attempt, but it doesn't work out. It was an individual attempt too. The other two players from NAVI over towards CT trying to play off of sight. And it's going to be down to SUYGETSU and ardiis to try and find some value here, because for playing as a pack, playing together, not going to make this easy. Yeah, taps on the spike, drawing all eyes through. Clock is running a little lower now, so FUT do need to focus on that. Let's get a little bit more dangerous here as SUYGETSU desperate for it. But, for now, we do see... Is that an outlaw coming out? It is. Okay, so SUYGETSU's gone for that, and a sheriff. Jolt. There's an angle there that you were hoping wasn't watched. But Angel's lost himself. And now they get to... Oh! Okay. A little bit more of that. How much light armor is there? Not much more. qRaxs is down to 25. Well, on 25 armor, so that is going to be one factor to this. So he's got to be a little bit careful.
Trick shots.
yetujey going to find ardiis though. Shao, the danger man. Bulldog in play. Plant going to be coming in as well. They've made this look a little bit more doable, to say the least. Oh, SUYGETSU showing off now. Give us another.
Just look at the weapons. You'd think NAVI was the team on Eco here.
You're absolutely right. 2 Bulldogs now in hand. Zyppan's got one for himself as well. MrFaliN was on the Sheriff. You've only got Spectre with yetujey. The time going to start ticking a little bit quicker now. Forced to fight and actually falls. yetujey gets a fair fight on it. And how has this turned on its head? It shouldn't be this way. Earlier into that, but now the drone's going to go up. Should be forced off the angle further. Stuns it. He's been caught. Yeah, he's in trouble now. Trying to stick around as long as he can. Does eventually relinquish that pressure. Has a little bit of a glance, but with 23 seconds, they need to make sure they get this plant down and nothing denies it. I'm looking towards qRaxs. Does he have anything to maybe dissuade it? No, not really at this point. Plant is coming in and it's safe. Zyppan gets the spike down here. A little bit of chip damage, but NAVI can now slip away and sit into a post plant and hopefully hold it, considering the weapons they have. cNed probably not wanting to over-invest on his pathing here. Need the rest of FUT to really set this in motion if they want to go for this fully. That Bulldog was to fall in, that Stinger in play. It's Zyppan on the site, but are close by now. This is going to be buying precious seconds here. Shao, the first one to truly draw blood, looking for a follow-up as well. It's going to be ardiis. Nicely done here. NAVI holding well, and cNed wants out of there. Time to back by Mount, but they might have heard that door being broken. They're testing.
Go up.
Angel
Pivot slipped into blue.
He's actually managed to make it pretty far. Has been noted on his route in, so he's not going to be, unconsidered or left to his own devices completely. But still, this does slow down someone like cNed, who can't really flex back in this way. He'll be kept in check. The plant can be slowed down, and it's actually cNed to connect. Finds Angel. Nice work here from him. He's done good damage. Starting the round and then chipping away just as the plant comes in. But now it's on the rest of FUT to try and match that pace. But NAVI showing some of that resistance.
Weak, but...
This puts it down to AtaKaptan. Very difficult to find a stronger hold from this position, especially with a Stinger. Yeah, he can be a nuisance, but he's already fallen. So the site is open. The flank's there, yes. What more are you meant to do? Yeah, yetujey.
Where is everyone?
You shouldn't be doing that when there's still a whole lot of players alive, because it gets a little bit uncomfortable if you mess it up. yetujey, you better land your shots, and he does go down on a 1-for-1 trade out in the end. And now into a 2v2. qRaxs and MrFaliN. 3 kills for qRaxs in this round. TP. Gives MrFaliN at least a weapon to play with. Not ideal, but it's a weapon nonetheless. Maybe look at, yeah, there it is. yetujey's Vandal.
Last player standing.
Oh, no.
And a banging shot.
Cover going
Shao. Not going to be happy about this one, are you? But they've got the clock against them as well. Shao needs to play this perfectly, though. Difficult, tricky against 2. A tap on the spike, and they found...
Saves with the opt, and I've seen opt kills, but right here. Good opening pick from ardiis.
Really well done. He'll be happy with that. But there's quick rotations. This is completely free. Look at AtaKaptan. Does he spot? Yeah, he knows it. Hears them trying to fly on through. Maybe not expecting players to be there that quickly, but again, what's the plan now?
There is no plan. That's the plan.
Yeah, Angel walk up, kill cNed. Thanks. Do that every time. And now NAVI just start hitting shots. Finding FUT in uncomfortable positions. You see qRaxs tempted to try and sneak in here, but you gotta feel he should be watched, and he is. Zyppan just kind of rears his head up, and MrFaliN shots in the dark, but close enough that he wants to back away. What was this round, Josh?
I don't know. The initial trade of utility makes sense. Okay, we're going to cancel out. We have the information. Let's go back to C's. ardiis, beautiful opening pick onto yetujey. Holding C with, I think he had an outlaw, perhaps it was not.
Do off the back of this, though. Because, again, you can't overly read into anything. And it's ardiis, again, gives them that entry. Do we see a drift up from cNed? Is he considering walking back in? This time it's confirmed attendance, at least that NAVI are here. They have shot a couple of times. The spike's still yet to move. It's actually yetujey. I don't know how the hell he got that one. I have to see that one back. Maybe just...
Oh, they opened the door
did he actually open it?
Took the duel. Yeah, it had to have been. Okay. It wasn't a wall shot.
Yeah. And cNed has shifted forward. It's actually MrFaliN who gets the shot too, so they may not know about cNed on this. Angel should have probably shouldered that, so he's got at least the information, but they've lost out on that man advantage now at a 4v3. Zyppan still has that ult to play here, though. They do feel like they have a chance, and you can see that FUT so far aren't really playing close by to
30
this.
seconds left.
I think the rotation is going to come from yetujey opening the door and throwing the hat onto ardiis' dead body, just to get the information of where these guys are going to go once they set up in this post plant when they have C sight, because they have the breach ultimate. As soon as the Cypher scan happens, they're going to open the door, they're going to use the breach ulti.
Oh, wow. Wait,
What
seen
is...
Where was that? Was that...
It was
again,
a waterfall.
Either he was over the top of waterfall or he just caught someone maybe walking up towards site. I'm not certain, but cNed again, just 2 HP. He's trying, but time.
Enemy
What
remaining.
is happening?
I'm losing my mind. But the trip's been dealt with. cNed, you're brave to re-peek that. Maybe a little unnecessary to go back in, as NAVI were really staking their claim towards this early control on Rubble. And yetujey goes for it as well. Stop feeding the beast. They're going to happily greet this with a smile. Not sure what the plan was. They had the pit down towards C. They had safety in that. Maybe a little unnecessary, and now it all falls onto the shoulders of MrFaliN and qRaxs.
You know, I think your optimism's rubbing off on me a little bit. I'm finally starting to see it from both teams, because cNed's doing this so often this game, and Navi's been doing it as well. They're consistent. They are consistent. They're consistently inconsistent.
I'm sorry, I've driven you absolutely mental. Angel has cleared qRaxs, so things going from bad to worse here. This then kind of pendulum swings into the hands more of AtaKaptan, but you've got 5 against you, and they're about to get a plant down. Ardiis going to shift up a little closer, does give them a step, but you can already see the damage coming in. Unconfirmed, yes, but it's just not going to work out. Angel taking a walk around. Yeah, he's going to hear at least some of this as well, and that's going to be a player move. Not sure if he noted MrFaliN, but he seems very heads up about it. MrFaliN may not even be able to keep this rifle.
Cover going out.
What are your thoughts? Do we get to see Hunter's Fury this half from Angel?
Why are you doing this to me? You know when, like, you know, the Reddit threads start and they're like, oh, still so negative. He's even making Pansy negative. Yeah, well, finally able to say how I feel, you know?
I wouldn't be so negative. You didn't always, you know...
Right. Ask you honest questions. The perfect
or...
moment that may not always present itself.
Yeah. I
For
think
now,
Heretics and KC
yes.
are perfect examples of that.
I'm in complete agreement. It was Heretics that always comes to mind when, you know, you kind of talk about it. But KC, yeah, absolutely in the same category. But now it's going to be a side take coming in. And the lesser weapons actually succeeding so far. And MrFaliN just going to be pacing around the site here, looking for a follow-up. He might get it. No, outdone in the end. But you can see the ults coming through from either side. yetujey with a chance. The information, though, going to make it trickier to find any sort of freebie. SUYGETSU and Zyppan, you imagine they'll play this together. Oh my god, okay. A 1v1? Oh my god. Yep, going to make him fall away. Ardiis going to take the space that he's given him. cNed wants to come back in towards the site here. yetujey on the fight as well. Nice face together there. Playing in unison and actually giving NAVI very few options. Now this is difficult for NAVI. Positions all very much C, no real threats towards A. This is very, very tough. Even spotting out where Shao's currently residing, maybe that door's going to apply a little bit more pressure towards him. cNed's caught Zyppan trying to lean a little further forward, and AtaKaptan should be aware of the chance. He is. FUT much better in that. And it looks quite all in, really. It doesn't seem like there's much subtlety to this. They might be fully aware now that they do have pretty much just one on the side, which is MrFaliN here. Pressure, yes, from the CT side of things, and MrFaliN does need to show his hand. And Ardiis? I don't know if there was maybe a miscomm on that or just simply tunnel visioned in, but he gets found. That could have been what felt like a 5v4, but actually still success. Zyppan lands a shot. qRaxs, though, going to take towards the site. Does go down in the end, but the counter swing comes out from AtaKaptan. A little out of kilter, but it works nonetheless. And now a 2v2. AtaKaptan creeping closer, a tap on the spike. AtaKaptan, he's got another as well. Very choreographed hit. Yeah, yetujey's been very much caught in this one. Ardiis trying to find his man.
Hello.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. As long as he gets the kill in the end, it's fine. It may not be fine. cNed's on the site. Now suddenly it's all going topsy-turvy. Held at the door.
Oh no.
Denied entry. Doesn't need to overdo things here. The plant certainly not going.
They're way too aware of heaven, though.
Yeah, Yeah, they're also very aware of this lurk now, spotting it out, but they got to get a move on. Still need to deal with the players on the side, and Zyppan does have that Guardian. That's the big factor here. Lovely shot, the first big trade. Completely unaware of the fact that MrFaliN could even be here. Does drift out into the eyes of SUYGETSU, but a tap on the spike should draw the attention. cNed takes out SUYGETSU and finishes with a flourish, keeping FUT up towards 7, and NAVI held on 5 at the half.
He's back.
I'm happy to wait and say, oh god, well, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare, isn't it?
Just solo on A, just runs up with the Sheriff alone.
And I'm such an apologist constantly for ardiis as well. Like, you know, after, I think he was on Ascent, you know, the clip he got against, like, cqRaxs. The guy is a god. When he hits that form, he is unbloody believable. But man, sometimes it's rough.
It just makes you think, like, what are the instances happening in practice where he's like running up there, not getting punished, and just getting kills?
Yeah, what's allowed him to think that was a genuine possibility? Like, genuinely, is there like utility that's meant to go alongside that? Is there meant to be support that wasn't there? You know, what set that in motion? But here we go. Yeah, this okay. That just forces cNed forward.
Okay.
And he's fine, and there's no one to close down on any of that utility. Okay, we've got a paranoia, and that's coupled with Zyppan, the last bit of kit that they've got here, and somehow they managed to stay alive, but fully blind. They come out of it! They just couldn't land the shots in time. It's all going from bad to worse, and SUYGETSU, you got to face the music. Stand and fight. SUYGETSU with the challenge. He's in a whole lot of trouble, is that man? Blinded, but somehow not punished. They seem aware that he could be here, but we've got to see if they can close it down in time, because Zyppan's already chipping away at AtaKaptan. Good pick up there from qRaxs. Swings it, and now it's looking likely like the plant is on the cards. cNed already watching towards that heaven side and gets in and tries to get proactive and drop down ahead, but no challenges as of yet. ardiis is a mile away.
I'm not sure what NAVI is doing right now. They've wasted Dart, they've wasted Aftershock, they've wasted a Flash.
Yeah, I wish I could answer. I wish I could answer you, but there's two rifles, one with cNed and one with MrFaliN. Yeah, there's a Bulldog, and there's still that Outlaw, but yeah, FUT holding the line perfectly. MrFaliN will be forced off this, might die for it. Yeah, he does. Nice first clear, but cNed still holding safe. Making sure that cross can't happen, and look at these crossfires. It's a very hard angle to find any way out of, and they don't towards Mound early on. But still holding this default, maybe expecting some aggression, and it's just light work. Yeah, I don't think NAVI, I think they got like 2 first kills.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think they had 4 over the series and 3 round wins or something, yeah.
And it's not looking like 6 is going to be happening here, but again, can they do damage? I do think it's hard to go straight over towards the A side. They've been beaten to the punch. Angel is here. SUYGETSU and ardiis, and that's a shot.
Oh,
finding
smoke.
Exactly, a little bit of a gap there to play from. Shock dart. How much does that achieve? A little bit of chip, but not enough to really deny anything. qRaxs can retake the angle, spots the barrel, and he's taken out Angel. ardiis goes down, leaving just SUYGETSU in a 1v3. Can he do anything? Picks up a rifle. Jump spots, but so paranoid about all the other angles. We can see where they all are. It is 3 in a line. It's only for a moment's time, but it looks like they're
But go into it, yeah, they got Rolling Thunder, why not?
What does ardiis do with it now? He's stuck on the site here. He should be dead to rights, and he is. cNed clears him in a heartbeat, and the C site is theirs. Zyppan doesn't have his ult. He's 1 off from it, but he can't do much to deny this plant here. A couple of shots, hoping that it finds a target, and it's not.
I know exactly where you are.
All on top, it's all seen. It might all be done. 12 beckoning. These 4 NAVI players better be on their money, and they're not so far. Angel's gone down. It's down to 3 here. Shao looking to step forward through those smokes, try and find a way and at least close towards the spike, but there's just an army weighing on the other side. A firing squad, locked and loaded. Zyppan SUYGETSU. You did some good damage. You got your ult. Watching the scenes, but right back in. No resistance. Paranoia good. cNed doesn't find the initial target he was after, but he finds a follow-up on towards Angel. And he's got a shorty waiting.
Oh, God.
Does he get... Oh!
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's just feeling the game. They're just confident now. Just trying to snowball this one out. Shao and SUYGETSU. This is a lot to ask. And they're held here. FUT working back through. Smoke goes up. Gonna make it difficult. They're respected or not. There we go. Spike's gone. It's back in hand. Yeah, they get the info, but FUT's on the run. cNed waiting. It's yetujey to connect. It's looking all but over. It's looking done. And